Hello everybody, and welcome to Interceptor Research's Latin Edition. What? That's not exciting? A quick note that Mario will not actually be teaching Latin, and I am in no way affiliated with Nintendo, although if Nintendo wanted to have a Latin teaching game, I'm on board. Just tweet me, email me, please. The music is brought to you by OC Remix. Check out their site and support their community. All the links for them and all the information about the track are in the info session. They're amazing. I'm one of their patrons on Patreon. They're awesome. But what I will be doing is just a brief overview of the major parts of speech of Latin, using the theme from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The Latin and a translation are provided by the game, and you can easily find online more precise translations. Why are there differences? Why is one translation more accurate than the other? This series will be a little light on to those questions, and by the end, we'll have our own translation. This won't give you everything you need to know about Latin, but I hope you learn a little something about language. First up are verbs. Verbs are probably the most important part of a sentence because a verb is the action word. Latin loves its verbs because a verb, and it even puts them at the end of the sentence, usually, just like the song does. The verbs are marked in red right on the screen for you. All verbs have 5 parts: person, number, tense, voice, and mood. The person means who is doing the action: first person, second person, or third person. Number means how many people are doing the action. The tense means the time a verb occurs and the aspect of the verb's actions. And there are 6 tenses in Latin: present, imperfect, future, perfect, pluperfect, and future perfect. Voice means the relationship of the subject to the verb: active or passive. An active verb, the subject is doing the action. A passive verb, the subject is receiving the action. And then finally, mood. Mood is what I think of as the reality of the verb. Is the verb a simple statement? That's indicative. I fight. It's a thing that is happening. Imperative is a command. Fight. Or subjunctive, which is used in subordinate clauses or unreal situations like I could fight, I might fight, I would fight. How you write a verb depends upon all these 5 things. Today, we'll only look at the present and the perfect tense because those are the only 2 used in this song for regular verbs. We'll talk about the irregular verb another week. So here are the regular verbs for the song. To do anything with these verbs, you need to know their principal parts. There are 4 of them for each verb. All those words are just to help you figure out how to make different forms of the verbs. They're really useful, I promise, but you do have to learn them all. The first 2 principal parts help us form the present, future, and imperfect tenses. The second 2 principal parts help with the perfect, pluperfect, and future perfect. The second principal part, audire, ruere, servare, currere, tangere, and crescere, those are the infinitives, the present, active infinitives. To hear, to destroy, to watch over, to run, to touch, to arise. The second principal parts also tell us what family or conjugation a verb is in, but we won't talk about that now. Almost every Latin word has 2 parts, a base and an ending. The base will tell you the word's meaning, and the ending will tell you what the word does in the sentence. In the case of verbs, that means it's person, number, tense, voice, and mood. For the first 5 verbs, the base looks the same as the third principal part because they are the perfect tense. So audi is from audii, ruit is from rui, surwawit is from surwawi, kurkurit is from kurkuri, titigit is from titigi. Once you have that third principal part, all you have to do is change the ending for the right person, number, and so forth. So the perfect active indicative of any Latin verb goes like this. Isti it, imus istis erunt. So, he rushed against the enemy, he preserved his land, he ran, and he destroyed. Audi is I have heard or I heard, although this is a strange form. Audi should really be the imperative here. For the perfect I have heard, it should be audivi or audii, but sometimes those two I's in audii can be combined into one. So we'll give the writers the benefit of the doubt that they were going with this irregular form for the first person I heard. Now, the last verb we're dealing with is crescit, which the IT looks like that third person perfect active, but you can see from the principal parts, crescit is related to cresco, not crewi. So it's actually the present, since it's from the first principal part. The present tense has personal endings of o, s, t, mus, tis, ent. So o for I, s for you, t for he, she, it, mus for we, tis for y'all, and ent for they. Using the present tense at the end of this song makes good sense. The fighters of Super Smash Bros. Brawl have all heard about each other and gained reputation as fighters, and now, by fighting together, their glory grows. A pretty good Latin message, all things considered. Rome, well, the Etruscans, were the origin of gladiators and fighting in an arena, but that is a story for another time. If you'd like to hear more about amphitheaters in Rome and Nintendo, leave a comment below or tweet at InterceptorIsMy, #InterceptorResearches. To learn more about Latin verbs, well, there are lots of great resources on the internet, but I can do more too. Until then, remember how great verbs are. Yay! Interceptor out.